Hey there, I'm Tyler Parsons. Today we're going to be breaking down a warm-up that I have our PGA Tour players do. So a lot of times, a lot of you are under the assumption that it's too difficult, takes too much time, I don't need to do that. Keep in mind that what you're going to be doing in the golf swing is going to be very demanding on the body. So we want to make sure that we get it primed and ready, nice and warmed up, not only so you can perform better, but to reduce risk of injury so we don't have those nagging lower back problems, shoulders, what have you. It's going to be very low key, very quick. We're going to grab a golf club at the end. Good news is you can do this anywhere, so you'll have those golf clubs with you because you'll be ready to hit the range right after this. What we're going to do to start with, we need to start activating that lower body. So we're just going to sit there and do a leg swing. And all we're doing here is going forward and back, trying to go to 10, and I want to try to get that leg up as high as I can, as well as back the best I can, while I'm maintaining that upper body. Once we hit 10, we'll switch to that other leg, and we're going to go 10 that direction. If that's difficult to do due to balance, go on and grab that club. I said we wouldn't need it for later, but grab something to help you stabilize, really get those hips involved. You may need it for the next one as well, because now we're just going to do a leg swing out to the side. Start hitting that glute med, opening up that hip joint a little bit more. Same thing, do 10, forward, and out to the side, okay? Once you're finished with that, you've got those hips warmed up, we're going to get down to those calf Achilles, hit in through those hamstrings. Nice and simple, we just want to go down and do some simple little toe touches, okay? If you're extremely tight and you say, Tyler, there's no chance I've ever even touched my toes, make it easy. Nice little bend in the knees, go down, touch them the best you can, try to extend and lock those back out. Again, the key thing on all these we're doing is they're dynamic. So what we're going to be doing is going through range of motion and not holding any of them. So with the toe touch, even if they're bent, we're down, extending, and back up. Now we wouldn't be doing a warm-up unless we looked at the glutes. The glutes being the butt, okay? They're the most important to not only producing power for the swing, but again, if these aren't firing, that's where we start to get a lot of lower back issues in through the hips. We want to avoid all of that, okay? So that we don't get worn out though, I just want you to go down, do a little half squat, and squeeze coming up, okay? Nice and simple. You can see I'm not really straining myself. This is also going to help out with the ankle mobility. So we're getting down, we're hitting some of that dorsiflexion, making sure the knees are going straight forward and not out to the side. So we're bending in through the knees, then we're getting that nice range of motion in through the hip. And again, more importantly, squeeze and activate in through that butt and get those glutes firing. We're speeding right along, we're up to the upper body. What we're going to do here is swing those arms, very similar to what we did with the lower body, forward and back. So I'm trying to get it as high as I can, as well as back behind me the best I can. As I'm doing this, I'm going to stay nice and still for a count of 5, and then I want to start almost going in and across. That way we are starting to get into that thoracic spine. Really letting those shoulder blades get warmed up though, in through the shoulders, getting that T-spine nice and loose. After we're finished with that, we're going to do a little turn in and across, okay? So we're getting in, we're activating, we're stretching. I'm going to spin around real quick so you can see the back. As I go in through here, I'm trying to let the shoulder come back to really work those shoulder blades, okay? And as I'm going, again, the upper body's rotating, lower body should be nice and still, and as we get into it more, go on and allow those hips to really open up and turn, okay? Now we're over to our club. What we're going to do is we'll go on and put the club behind our back. You can see I make a nice little W here. We want to get down in that golf posture. Do a nice set of 5. This is probably something that the majority of you would already do, and you would consider this a warm-up, okay? So we've hit our 5. Then what I want to do is I'm actually going to allow those hips to open up, and you can see I have a lot of lateral movement, okay? And it's not that we need to be hitting the ball with a lot of lateral, but we are going to be loading, pushing, and exploding, so we really want to hit that glute med and get it nice and warmed up, okay? So we're in, just pushing back and forth. As soon as you hit that 10 count, you're finished, okay? So looking at a very straightforward, low-key, simple, fast, but we're going to be warming everything up. Again, priming those muscles, getting you ready to go to the tee or the range. Hopefully the range first, because that was just getting the body ready. You still have to hit those balls, but that's between you and your golf instructor. Get started on those. No reason to skip. Hope you enjoyed.